The Grand Hall of the United Nations was buzzing with anticipation. Delegates from every continent had gathered, their eyes fixed on the podium where Donald Trump was about to speak. Cameras flashed, translators prepared, and the world braced itself. Trump adjusted his tie, leaned into the microphone, and spoke with a voice heavy with arrogance. Africa is nothing without us. Without our investments, without our guidance, without our protection, Africa would fall into chaos. The room fell silent. His words hung in the air like a storm cloud. Some delegates nodded in discomfort, while others clenched their fists under the table. Trump smirked, certain that no one would dare challenge him. But from the African delegation, a figure slowly rose. Captain Ibrahim Traoré of Burkina Faso stood tall, his military uniform gleaming under the lights. His presence was commanding, yet calm. He looked directly at Trump and spoke without hesitation. "That's the lie you fear." Gasps echoed across the chamber. The phrase struck like thunder. Journalists leaned forward, their pens flying. Trump's smile faded for the first time. Traoré continued, his voice steady. "You want the world to believe Africa is dependent, because the truth terrifies you. The truth is that Africa holds the future. Its people, its resources, its spirit, none of it belongs to you. It belongs to Africa." Trump leaned forward, trying to laugh it off. Future. Without America, Africa would starve. Without America, there is no progress. Traoré shook his head. No. What starved Africa was exploitation. What delayed progress was colonial greed disguised as help. For centuries, outsiders carved Africa like a pie. You claim we are nothing without you, but in reality, you fear what we are without you, free. The hall erupted in whispers. Some leaders exchanged glances, some applauded quietly. Trump grew restless, his hand gripping the podium tightly. Traoré raised his hand, and the room grew quiet again. Listen carefully. Africa is no longer a child waiting for approval. We are not colonies. We are nations. We are youth with fire in our eyes. We are farmers, engineers, doctors, soldiers, dreamers. We will build our own industries. We will write our own contracts. We will decide our own destiny. His words were not just defiance. They were a vision. Cameras captured every sentence, and millions watching around the world felt something stir within them. In every diamond taken, in every barrel of oil stolen, in every life lost for foreign profit, there is a history. But history is not destiny. Today, Africa declares, "We are the authors of tomorrow." Trump slammed his hand on the podium. "This is nonsense. America has the money. America has the weapons. If Africa wants to play tough, it will lose everything." But Traoré didn't flinch. He stepped closer, his eyes locked on Trump's. "You mistake fear for power. You think weapons and money will silence us. But a new generation has risen. We don't bow to threats. You will not decide who we are. Not anymore." The tension was electric. Delegates leaned forward, aware that history was unfolding before their eyes. Then something unexpected happened. Leaders from across Africa began to rise, one by one. From Ghana, Nigeria, South Africa, Mali, voices joined. Traoré, we are with him. He speaks for Africa. The time of silence is over. The chamber filled with applause. Even leaders from outside Africa, Latin America, Asia, began nodding. They too knew the sting of colonial arrogance. Trump stood frozen, his authority crumbling in real time. The man who once believed his words could dominate the world now found himself outnumbered, outshined, and outmaneuvered. Traoré raised his voice one last time, his words echoing across the hall and beyond. "Let the world hear this clearly. Africa is not waiting for permission. We are not defined by foreign powers. We are defined by our people. And today, we reclaim our dignity." The applause shook the chamber. Cameras captured Trump's face, red with anger, yet powerless. The image of Traoré, standing strong, spread like wildfire across the world. Social media lit up with the hashtag the lie you fear. That night, news outlets across continents replayed the confrontation. Commentators called it the speech that shook the old order. Young Africans flooded the Streets with chants of unity. Murals of Traoré appeared overnight, painted by artists inspired by his courage. For Trump, it was a wound to his pride. For Africa, it was a turning point. And for the world, it was a reminder. Power does not belong to those who cling to the past. It belongs to those brave enough to claim the future.